So it's that time of year where training camp's going on, and of course HBO does their series, their documentary, Hard Knocks, where they follow an NFL team. This year it's the Cleveland Browns. Usually the Browns are not exciting because they've lost like 33 or 31 of the last 32 games the past few seasons. They went 0-16 last season, but this year they had number one overall pick. They had probably one of the most polarizing players in college football, the Heisman Trophy winner, Baker Mayfield. They signed a big-time receiver in Jarvis Landry, so it's pretty exciting what's going on. So in this video, I want to discuss what happened in the episode last night, in the first episode of Hard Knocks, and what to expect for the rest of the series. We're starting right now. What up, dude? What's up, everybody? It's Aaron Duncan here at the Necessary Bluntness Sports Talk. It's a channel I might not tell you what you want to hear, but I'm definitely going to tell you what you need to hear. First time here, I give recap and analysis of the NFL, so if you would like, go ahead and give a video a thumbs up. Go ahead, hit the subscribe button. I'll keep you updated on the rest of the NFL and everything that's going on in the league. Show some love. Hey, real quick, down below in the comments, let me know if you caught the episode last night, what you thought about it. If you haven't seen it, I can say you might want to go ahead and sign up for a trial with HBO for 30 days. You'll get probably the whole season of Hard Knocks within those 30 days. But let me know down below in the comments what you thought about the episode. So Hard Knocks opened last night with just guys flying into the airport. Well, actually, it opened up talking about LeBron. It was no burning of jerseys. They just kind of took down the banner of LeBron's big Cleveland mural, whatever, with his arms up. They took that down because LeBron's gone. He's in LA. Cleveland's gonna have to be a football town now because the basketball team is going back to the dumps, the slumps, whatever you want to call it. Funny thing is, these guys really, you can tell they don't know much about football. It seems like they're not huge fans. I know down in the South where I'm from, college football is huge, but up there, it doesn't seem like too much. You can kind of tell. Everybody knew who Baker Mayfield was in the airport, of course, when he got picked up. They wanted to take the selfies and whatnot, get the autographs. But when Nick Chubb, the running back from UGA, came, he's pretty well known for where I'm at. Of course, I'm in Atlanta. However, nobody knew who he was. They saw him with some gear on. He looked pretty swole and rocked up. They asked him, hey, do you play football? Do you play college football? What position? Where are you from? I get those same basic questions when I'm in the airport just because of the way I'm built. So he's nobody special. That puts it in perspective, which kind of sucks for him. Maybe this show will build some hype and momentum around the city. Maybe it'll build a buzz. Who knows what's going to happen? Baker Mayfield is the man on this episode. I mean, they don't completely focus around him, but I was interested to see how he was going to be. I'm a Baker fan. I like his personality. I like the way he is right now. He's in the quarterback battle, of course, with Tyrod Taylor. Since he's the first number one overall pick, they asked him about, they told him to introduce himself, his college. They didn't like take him out and make him prank him or anything. They made him buy an RV for all the quarterbacks. So if you see the episode, you'll see that he had to buy an RV, pull it up to training camp, and all the quarterbacks just go in there and chill, take naps, put snacks. It's like a secret stash for everybody. It's a huge RV, and it's pretty funny that he had to buy that instead of like buying everybody dinner or getting pranked or carrying equipment or anything. So that was pretty cool. But when they made him introduce himself in front of everybody, it was hilarious. They asked him his college, his signing bonus, and which is like $7 million. And then they also asked him to do a talent or something, and he decided to sing his own personal rendition of the good old country song "Take Me Home." And I know he used to destroy West Virginia in the Big 12 when he was in college, but he pretty much destroyed the song and destroyed anybody's personal love for the song that's from West Virginia as he butchered it.
They'll join in, start singing. They'll join in with you.
Country road, take me home.
Help him out, boys.
To the place I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama.
Help him out.
Country road,
Help him out.
take me home.
Help him out.
Like I said, he pretty much butchered the song, and it was a hilarious moment. He tried to get it. The coach tried to get everybody to sing along with him, but nobody was gonna sing along with him. It was pretty terrible, which was hilarious to me. On this coaching staff is actually pretty interesting. Hugh Jackson, he has some coaching experience, of course, in Oakland, but this is his second stop. He's been there. He promised to change winning. He started at the beginning of the episode that if he didn't win or improve on the season before, that he would jump into the lake. And he jumped into Lake Erie with a bunch of people. He turned into some kind of charity event, which is pretty cool. He was cleansing himself, I guess. They're trying to change the culture of what's going around in that city. And the episode kind of really centers around Hugh Jackson. You have to feel bad for him. His mother and his brother were lost, unfortunately, within the span of 7 days. And he was kind of taking it bad. Kudos to them for leaving the cameras on and showing that raw emotion and letting it be displayed to the world. I mean, because this is on HBO. They showed him breaking down and crying. It showed him being embraced by players, coaches, management, ownership, just embracing him and showing he was crying. He was crying on camera multiple times. And shout out to him, man. Thoughts and prayers with Hugh Jackson. You can't help but pull for this guy after seeing him put himself out there like that. Moving on to the rest of the coaching staff, Greg Williams, of course, we all remember him from Bounty Gate when he was with the Saints, and he's done actually another football show, All or Nothing. I think with the Rams he did that one, and he was a lunatic, and lo and behold, he's still a lunatic. And it's funny, he's cussing everybody out and yelling. He loses his voice a few times, and it's on the bloopers, and it's hilarious. So if you've seen the episode, check the bloopers out too, because you see him try to talk with losing his voice, and it's hilarious. So we'll see what Greg Williams will do this year. Offensively, they have Todd Haley, another strong personality. He's coming from within the division from the Steelers, of course. Todd Haley, he has a very strong we remember him getting into it with Big Ben a couple times in his Pittsburgh days, so he's kind of whatever, but the thing that really caught everybody's attention was this whole thing about Jarvis Landry and practicing. And the moment is kind of cool because you see Todd Haley and Hugh Jackson kind of go at it.
I have an opinion on it, and we need to get so much done, and I know I said that to you and we joke about it, but if we live in our fears, I mean, our team has to get mentally tougher and be able to fight through the that we got to fight through. We got to change this drastically, and if we got guys that haven't done sitting around doing nothing, I just don't know how we're going to do it.
Well, I respect you saying that. I mean, I used to sit in the same chair.
Joe,
let me finish. Let me finish. I used to sit in the same chair as you guys sat in, and I used to feel the same way. I just want to kill them, okay? Until all of a sudden, I sat in this chair, and then they're not there.
You can't just live in fear your whole life. Expect, we don't want to do this or that or the third because people don't want to get hurt. And yeah, he has a great point because Hugh Jackson, you're a new coach. You haven't been there long. Some coaches, they have a lot of tenure. They know their players. They know they give those veteran days where those old guys can rest and they don't have to practice and sit out. But when you're losing, you're not afforded that luxury. Nobody's built up that cachet to be able to sit out of practice like that. So I like what Tyler Haley was saying. But that rolls around to Jarvis Landry. Jarvis Landry is pretty much a second star of this show. He was going off. He did. I mean, I'm not a Jarvis Landry fan. Let me preface this. I really don't like him. I think he's overpaid. I know he led the league in receptions last year, but he averaged less than 10 yards per catch. Yeah, he had Jay Cutler and Tannehill, so we'll see what happens when he has more of a steady quarterback with Ty Taylor. But I'm not a huge fan of him. He's okay, but he's not the best. He's a good PPR target in fantasy, but he makes some good catches and he's steady, but he's not the game breaker that I think he is for that $17 million. But that's a whole other story. I became a little bit of a fan of him when he made this speech in the meeting room. Now, I don't know if it was just for show and what was for camera and what was just for real because some people, once they finally get a camera in their face, they want to kind of get a chance to shine out and be a star.
I don't know what the has been going on here, and I don't know why it's been going on here, but if you're not hurt, like if your hamstring ain't falling off the bone, your leg ain't broke, I don't know, like you should be practicing, like straight up, like that is weakness, and that is contagious as.
But he gave a great speech, and just going at guys. So like, if you're injured, there's a difference between being hurt and being injured. If you're hurt, get in. You can still practice. Everybody's hurt. It's training camp. You're practicing hours on the day, back to back to back. Get in there. I think he said, unless your muscle is falling off the bone, you need to be practicing because we got to get better. I'm not doing this losing stuff, even though he was losing in Miami, which is another story. However, you got to like the fire and the passion. You got to like the kind of teammate he is, man. And I'm anxious to see how he's going to do going forward. So it's obvious that Ty Haley and Jarvis Landry are on the same page about practice, and they have a good point. I mean, you're trash, guys. You got to practice. I mean, I don't give a rat's tail about what's hurting if you're not injured and you can walk. You got to get in there and practice. So we'll see what's going to happen. But going forward, next episode, I'm anxious to see how they're going to play this preseason game, of course. And then Josh Gore, we're going to get more word on him. Of course, he didn't report to camp. So we're going to see what's going to happen with him. More Baker Mayfield, of course. More one-handed catches by Jarvis Landry. We'll see what happens with Hugh Jackson. Like I said, thoughts and prayers with him. But without further ado, like I said, go ahead and subscribe below. Give the video a thumbs up. I'm Aaron Duncan signing off for the Necessary Blunt and Sports Talk. I'll see you next time.